We got fucking monster girls all over the woodworks busting big nuts out here, okay? I'm sorry. It's been a year telling a horror story. I got my cloak on. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Windeviate. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, this is Halloween Hentai Recommendations Part 2. Bars, you already know what it is. But this is Part 2 because actually last year we recommended hentai for Halloween. So today we're following up, getting straight into it. Since it's Halloween, we're gonna be recommending a lot of succubus stuff, monster stuff, tentacles, all out there, cosplay, nurse outfits, ninja outfits. You already know what it is, so let's get straight into it. Alright, so if you guys want to follow along with me, just go to hanime.tv or hanime.tv. Alright, so our first recommendation is Ikagi. I think that's how you pronounce it. But basically, this is nice and easy, nothing too crazy, no monsters, nothing like that. This is actually vanilla. So the reason why I wanted to recommend this one is because the main girl that our main protagonist is with actually gets on a lot of costumes and cosplay for a brother, for our main protagonist, who's very lucky. And she goes from nurse outfit to succubus outfit to she out there, and she getting freaky just for him. And this is nice and vanilla, as I said before. And our main character, he ends up being homeless, and his parents give him permission to live with his childhood friend, and she's down with it. That's all y'all need to know. Alright, so our next recommendation is Shikoku no Shaga. Now there's 3 episodes of this. Now first off, let me just go by saying the animation for this is top tier. The animation is better than some anime studios, okay? This is animated by Pink Pineapple, I think. Let me check. Yeah, Pink Pineapple actually did animate this, so check it out. So if you like monster girls, you gonna like this. If you like monster musume or whatever that anime is, you gonna like this, okay? Because we got fucking monster girls all over the woodworks busting big nuts out here, okay? I'm sorry. So in the story of this, there's actually a plot to it. There's a beginning and there's a satisfying ending. Now I was actually surprised how satisfying the ending actually was, because the story was good. It was actually, for 3 episodes, it was actually cool. You could actually sit there and watch it and get a conclusion out of it for some weird reason. Now in the first episode, I was actually kind of confused, like who's the main characters and everything like that. But actually they're giving you a perspective of different type of monsters for each episode, and the main monster girl, who's actually the one who's fighting off the bad monsters and showing you different perspectives. Like we got monster girls out here trying to catch some meat and kill them right after, right? And then we got some on the wholesome side that are actually pretty wholesome and ain't trying to hurt nobody, just doing their own thing, chilling, and they getting discriminated against by humans for no reason, obviously thinking that they're bad based off how other monsters act. And she ends up finding a human who actually likes her for who she is and whatever, and she likes him for who he is, and they ended up falling in love. Type of story is this? The monster girls in this, they actually have a way of manipulating the humans and making them think like, oh, they look like this, and they don't actually have a monster body. Or some of them, some dudes just don't care. They just out here trying to get something off, okay? But I think you guys would enjoy this if you're into monster musume, monster girls, and everything like that. You're gonna enjoy this. I actually give this a 9 out of 10. I actually don't really mess with monster girls like that. That's not really my cup of tea. But for anyone who is, you're gonna like this. All right, this next one is different. It's different. Got some succubus in here, but this is actually an old one that I used to watch a long time ago, and I found it on the hub, and I actually found it on H Anime. So let's talk about it. Twin Succubus. This is a 3D hentai. It's 3D, and it's basically about some upper principals who end up taking advantage of their power, and they get 2 girls involved, and they're twins. They're actually succubus, but you don't learn that later on. And our main protagonist, our dude, a student there, I think. And basically, I'm gonna be honest with you, the plot does not matter. Don't pay attention to the dudes, just focus on the twin succubus. But hopefully you guys enjoy this. Actually, I would give this a good 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I don't know, it's been a minute since I've seen this actually. So you guys check it out for yourselves. Let me know what you guys think. But I think it's pretty long actually. I think it's like 30 minutes or something like that. Let's see. It's 1 hour long. So basically what I'm trying to say is this is an hour long. So you're going to be falling asleep to this and coming back the next night. Alright, so this next recommendation is actually kind of special because it represents Halloween. Stepping into someone else's shoes. Being that favorite anime character that you like. Being an Akatsuki member. Being Naruto if you want to. And especially this recommendation right here. Tamashii insert. main protagonist who gets a nice little app on his phone, and it's special because if he presses it and he messes with it, he ends up going inside someone else's body, being in their shoes, and he ends up doing a lot of different things. It's not like he goes in another guy's body, he goes in other girls' bodies, and he tries them out, goes for a test run. Now the first person he actually tries this out on is his sister, and then after that it was a wrap. He got hooked. He acted like Light with his goddamn Death Note. He was hooked, doing all types of crazy stuff. He said, let me try this girl out. Basically, he went on a little spree, he had a little fun, and let's see where it goes. So basically, hopefully you guys enjoy this. I think there's 2 episodes of this, and I think you guys might actually enjoy this. It's kind of different, but I think you guys might fuck with it. So check it out. I'm gonna give it a good 8 out of 10. Alright, so this one can get kind of crazy. We're talking about Taimanin Asagi. Now we got monsters, we got tentacles. Usually the crazier it is, the better the animation, I'm gonna be honest. Now what is this about? Honestly, when you're watching this, the story don't really matter. All you do know is our main girl, Ikagi Asagi, I think that's her name. Basically, she tries settling down from her past life, from being a Konoichi and fighting all these monsters and stuff like that, but that doesn't happen. She ends up having to get back in the saddle, which means she's gonna have to get back in the saddle of dealing with some of these monsters and getting on the saddle in a whole nother type of way. So that's basically what the name of the game. Okay, there's a whole bunch of different spin-offs of this and a whole bunch of her getting and even her other crewmates within her little Kunoichi group. The animation is pretty banging. A whole bunch of Hegao faces all over the place. But honestly, I'm gonna just give it a 10 out of 10 just for the animation. But I don't really be paying attention to the story. Like, the story is there, but it's just kind of all over the place. So like, yeah, check it out. Alright, so next up is Tentacles Galore, Pandora, the animation. So basically how this whole hentai comes into play, and it wouldn't be a thing without this one girl opening up Pandora's box. Now basically when that happens is she opens up a box that curses her, controls her somewhat to tentacle down other girls within the show, and it starts a damn monopoly effect of everybody getting. Alright, so the animation for this one is a good 10 out of 10. Alright, like, what do you have to lose? There's girls tentacling down girls. Alright, can't believe I just said that. But yeah, and the actual hentai, I give it 10 out of 10. The animation one, the other spin-offs are okay. The divine comedy one, the first one is good, the other one not so good. But yeah, let's get into the next one. Is Yomashokan I Yokoso. So there's 2 episodes actually. The second episode, I don't even count it because the animation is good, but there's just a lot of fucked up shit that happened in the second episode that I don't fuck with. That ain't really me. Y'all might like it, I don't. But the first episode is good. Now basically, what is this about? The story isn't really about anything like crazy, but it gives us a point of view. Like, the whole perspective is point of view, as if we're the person catching the work, catching the action. And yeah, I think a lot of people might mess with that. And there's a whole bunch of different girls that you meet, and it's basically kind of like a place where there's a whole bunch of girls that help you, service you, and make sure you have a great day. That's all I'm trying to say. Talking from succubus to twin succubus, giving you some help, back problems, to other types of girls helping you out. So yeah, I think this is a cool one. I've actually seen this once, but I give this a good 7 out of 10. Check it out. But this next one is some heat. The name of it is Mizuki Kanojo, and there's actually 4 episodes. And let me just be real, like, this is old. Okay, I remember watching this a long time ago. I'm like, where is that? And I actually found it, and I watched it, and I was like, damn, this shit holds its weight. So check this one out. It actually got some dope animation. But basically what this is about is it's about a whole bunch of different relationships, getting jiggy with it, having fun, getting a little freaky with each other. And there's no really like crazy NCR in this, and nothing that's like too wild. But basically the Halloween aspect of it is the main couple that they show half the time. There's a girl that looks exactly like her, but she's from a different era, and she actually wears a Konoichi outfit. She's a ninja and everything like that, and then somehow she ends up teleporting to their timeline and end up getting freaky with them. But yeah, it's pretty good. And also the main girl and like the main couple that they show most of the time, she's into wearing swimsuits and stuff like that and doing public stuff with her boyfriend and everything like that. So if you're into that, check it out. But yeah, it's actually pretty cool. It's checking out the other, like, how there's different couples and everything, and seeing what they do and everything like that. And then the ninja girl, when she comes through, it makes it even more interesting. So yeah, check this one out. Alright, so next is, I guess you could call them honorable mentions, but these aren't hentai, it's actually manga, but it's basically borderline hentai. And the first one I wanted to recommend is Saki the Succubus, and this is actually a manga. Now, when I say it's borderline hentai, I literally mean it's basically borderline hentai, because when they actually get into doing stuff and like they're getting freaky, like they censor his schlong with like a red block or something like that. But basically what this is about is a succubus who's just trying to actually get a wholesome boyfriend and not actually do the dirty and like get with a whole bunch of guys. She wants one guy she can get her energy from, or she'll starve. And she ends up finding that guy, and basically it's a nice cute little romance, but they should be showing titties and all this other crazy shit. So check it out. It's called Saki the Succubus. I might do a little review on it another time, but check it out. Alright, and the last one I wanted to recommend for you guys is a manga also, and it's borderline hentai, and it's called Monster Wrestling Interspecies Combat Girls. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys thought of interspecies reviewers and everything like that, but there's a whole bunch of monster girls in this, and it's about wrestling. And honestly, the story is not there in the first volume. I'm trying to figure out if the story is going to get better in the second volume. But if you like fan service and you like monster girls, this will be your cup of tea. I'm not really into monster girls like that, but this is cool. It got a whole bunch of Hegao faces. I can tell you that much, like a whole bunch. If someone gets punched in the stomach, a Hegao face for no reason. But there's a whole bunch of this is borderline hentai. They got a whole bunch of ecchi scenes, a whole bunch of ecchi fucking titties all over the place, ass cheeks, angles. So yeah, you guys might like this. Check it out. But I will tell you, the first volume is the fan service is there full fold. I'm gonna be honest, but the second volume, it looks like there's a lot more sense to it, if that makes sense. But yeah, alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this Halloween hentai recommendations part 2. Comment down below if you guys mess with some of the stuff that I recommended, and if you guys got anything to recommend for me or anybody else, go down in the comments, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. But yeah, usually I do these hentai recommendations, because they're fun to do and they're chill to do, and I like to do these in moderation. I don't like to do them all the time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you guys got anything else to recommend for me to talk about, and you guys want to see something, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys subscribe. It's your boy Windeviate. Hopefully y'all had a good Halloween. I almost forgot the holiday. Hopefully y'all have a good Halloween. Eat some fucking candy, have a good time, or don't. Brush your teeth, and drink some water. Peace.